Thank you so much for joining me today at Everyday Yoga. My name is Christine. My pronouns are she and her, and we are going to do a chair yoga practice where we are going to enjoy some self-massage, some tapping, and some brushing, and explore how it feels to take the sacred Om. And why do we do that anyway? I'll meet you on your nice, safe, and sturdy chair. Now that you have yourself in a safe and sturdy chair, go ahead and come into the present moment by simply noticing the sensation of your feet on the floor out in front of you, the sensation of your palms down on your legs if you like, or you can turn the palms up towards the sky, opening through the shoulders a bit. Noticing the breath wherever you notice it in your body, at the nose, in the chest, in the belly. And maybe closing your eyes so that you can come inward and simply notice the sights and the sounds and the smells that might be around you, and just let them be there without any judgment, just part of your surroundings, part of our environment together as we practice. And let's just take a moment to begin to kind of brush the body awake. So let's bring that right palm to the left shoulder and kind of extend that left arm out a bit and just begin to brush downward here. Brushing all the way out over the fingertips and maybe turning the arm up towards the sky and brush across the palm. Rotating the left arm back and forth, getting a little bit of movement here in the shoulder socket and in the elbow and the wrist. And then we'll come over to the right arm, brushing along the top of the arm first, all the way out over the fingertips, and then the underside of the arm across the palm, and then rotating the arm from side to side, getting some movement in all the joints here. And then we'll just shake both arms out, kind of flick out through the fingertips a little bit here, and just shake it out. And then we'll do some tapping along the arm. So just waking everything up along the top of the arm and the inside of the arm. We're stimulating the skin. We're rotating the arm once again now. We're stimulating all the blood vessels. We're stimulating all the lymphatic fluid. We can come over to the opposite side and begin tapping here as well. Back of the hand, up and down along the inside of the arm, wherever feels really good to you here. Your arm might be getting tired, but we're almost done. We're just gonna do a little bit more here, and then again, we're just gonna shake the arms out. And then we'll do that down on the legs here as well. So you can do one at a time, using both hands to brush down the thighs. Or you can use one hand per leg and brush down this way, brushing down across the knees, and then maybe folding forward and brushing as far down the legs as feels good to you. Maybe coming on the back of the calf here, maybe getting into the hamstrings, the back of the thighs. And if it feels good, you can come all the way down and brush across the tops of the feet as well. And then we'll come all the way back up, maybe brushing all the way, and then we'll begin to tap. Again, you can tap with both hands on one leg and make that journey downward. Or you can use one hand for each leg and tap the top of the thigh, and maybe the outside of the thigh, and the inside, and all around the knee here where we don't get a lot of blood flow. So we really want to stimulate this area and bring some sensation to it. Again, we've got some lymph nodes there in the crook of the knee. So we're just going to stimulate those, coming down the sides of the leg and the front, and maybe all the way down to the tops of the feet, back of the calf, coming all the way back up, and again, just shaking everything out. And it's important to stimulate these areas in the crook of the elbow and the armpit, maybe tapping inside the left armpit, and then the right armpit where our lymph nodes are. That lymphatic fluid cleans up all the toxins and the dead skin cells and all of those things from our bodies. So we can just go side to side. And every time we open and close any joint, so let's just do some curls here with the arms. Opening the arms and closing the arms, extending the arms up and drawing them down, opening them forward and drawing them in, extending them up and drawing them down. And then let's just take the right hand to the right shoulder. And as we open and close, stimulating those lymph nodes, we're moving that lymphatic fluid around the body. And we can continue to do that by having a little self-massage here. So maybe just massaging into the left shoulder and the left side of the neck and down into the arm. Just moving as slow or as fast feels good to you, using the kind of pressure that feels good to you, and then switch to the other side. I don't know if you've ever had a massage, but if you do enjoy massage, sometimes it can be a bit of a challenge to find a massage therapist that you gel with. They may use too light of a touch or too firm of a touch, or move too fast or too slow. So you can take this time to just move with the speed and the pressure that serves you best. And then we'll hold on to the hands and we'll squeeze the hands together, interlacing the fingers and then turning the palms out and away. And then bringing the fingers back in and switching your clasp so that the opposite thumb is on top, and then we'll flip the palms away and then draw them back inward. And let's do that once again. Interlaced your default way. Inhale, pressing out. Come back in. Switch the clasp. Inhale, pressing out. Exhaling, coming back in. And then let's find that same massage across the thighs. Again, you can pause this video and take your time using both hands, going all the way down one leg and then the other. You can do this anytime you like, while you're watching TV or riding in the car. Probably not if you're driving. Although, well, don't say I said to. That would be distracted driving, I think, probably. We don't want to get anybody in trouble. This is a great place to massage right here along the shin, just using the fingertips or maybe even the knuckles here. That's a really difficult place to get into with a traditional stretch. And just come down as far as feels good to you. Again, using the pressure and the speed that speak to you. Maybe coming all the way down to the feet and just pressing in between all these little bones, these little metatarsals here. And just kind of give yourself a little bit of love, and then maybe massage all the way back up too. And then we'll open and close the legs, getting a little lymphatic fluid here. So you might just rock back and forth on the ankles if you want to keep it down nice and low. Or you might take the right knee up towards the sky and press the right foot out and bring it back in and set it down, and then lift up that left leg and press the foot out. Draw the knee in and set it back down. And you can hold onto the chair and lean back a little bit as you move through this. Just try not to collapse in the spine. Try to keep that lifted heart. Just sort of extending and opening and closing the groin and behind the knee, getting all those lymph nodes nice and stimulated here. So we tend to kind of sit in one position mostly throughout the day, and we don't get a lot of movement in some of these areas. So we'll go one more time on each side. Last time right, last time left. Come back down and we'll just tap out the feet and shake out the arms and maybe roll the shoulders a little bit in one way and then the opposite way. And we'll come back to center and we'll just take 3 nice big cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose and letting it go out the mouth with a sigh. 2 more. And just notice how you feel. Notice if you feel any different now than you did when we first started our practice together today. And then many times in a yoga class you will find that they open with an Om sound, and then maybe they close with an Om sound. And when I did my yoga teacher training, I didn't really understand the significance of it, but it sounded pretty cool when we had 16 women all together doing these rolling Oms where we repeated it, and it just engendered this vibration that just felt good. And so Om in the yogic tradition essentially is the sacred sound of the universe, the sound of creation, the sound of divine light. That, or I guess light isn't a sound. So the sound of creation and divine light. So when you hear the light within me recognizes the light within you, that is the divinity within each one of us, the creator within each one of us. So on a philosophical level, it can feel kind of heady and maybe a little foo-foo and a little out there, crunchy granola. I don't want to stereotype anybody because I'm turning out to be more crunchy granola than I ever thought I would be. But that's that. In the Western world, in the world of working with our nervous systems, that vibration, that sound, that feeling within the body can stimulate the vagus nerve, the ventral vagal nerve. And what that does is stimulate our parasympathetic nervous system, the part of our nervous system that allows us to relax, to heal, to digest our food properly, to eliminate that food properly, to get healthy sleep. So there is a real biological reason for practicing Om. And I'm going to share a link below in the video with a dad using the sound Om to calm his rather newborn looking baby, and it's really a cool video, so I encourage you to click on that link when you're done here. If Om is just a little too out there for you and you just can't do it, simply humming can bring that same kind of sensation in the body. So when we Om, we will normally take a nice big inhale to prepare. We will start the Om sound with an open mouth, oh, and then bring the lips together and finish on the If you're doing the Om, it's Om. If you just want to practice the hum, it's simply hum. So let's do that 3 times together, whichever version feels good to you. And if you like to join me by bringing your hands together at your heart and really encouraging that heart to lift up to the thumbs, either for the philosophic yogic perspective or simply to keep your heart open, to keep that blood flow and that respiratory system moving nice and open and strong here. So let's inhale to prepare, and we'll do 3 ohms or 3 hums. Last time. And just let it fade away. And just notice what you feel. You might feel nothing in particular. You might feel a little energy moving, or a little buzzing feeling or tingling sensation. You might feel a little more calm and a little more at peace. And with all my heart, I hope that is the case. Let's inhale those arms out and up together towards the sky. Bring the palms together and down to heart center. Thank you for practicing with me today. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.